What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here today on the VSO Gun Channel. We're out here on the range today. One of my buddies brought out his new rifle, and he's got some bells and whistles on it. This is an HM Defense. It has all the bells and whistles, correct? It's got their HMB bolt and their monoblock barrel. If you guys aren't familiar with that stuff, you need to go research it. We have videos on both the HMB bolt and the monoblock barrel. Definitely great innovations for they came out in 2018, I believe, and they got my products of the year because I just thought that they were like the most innovative product in 2018. So anyway, we're out here. We did an initial 0 on this thing. We did 50?
Yes.
50 yards. 50 yards, and now we're confirming at 400. So we're gonna find out if we were anywhere close to correct or not. We did a few test shots and I think we were pretty close, but we're gonna see if we can't hit some stuff out at range.
Low right.
There it is, I found it. So what's interesting is that particular optic, when you cover the solar panel, you end up, you can see the actual dots inside the center of it. You can see the individual dots. And I was trying to figure out which one to aim with. So I just kept bouncing around from the different points of aim to try and figure out where we were at. So, but yeah, I'd say that we're pretty close to on anyway. So it's your rifle, your turn. Low. Right shoulder. Got him. Break it off. So the reason that I decided that this was really worth doing is this is the first time you've ever shot this distance before.
Yes.
So while the rifle is completely capable, I shoot from this spot all the time, right? Okay. So I sort of have an idea where to point. You've never done it ever. So while the rifle is fully capable, we have to match our individual capabilities and the optical capabilities to the rifle's capabilities. So this rifle is not set up to do that. Right? So I would say that this rifle is probably good for like 300 and in, or easily 200 and in. Okay. Like what we should probably do is go put up a 200-yard target and let you smack it so that you can get some confidence in what you can do inside of 200 yards with it. We shot it at 50. And then we brought it to 400, okay? He got a little bit of time on the 100-yard, but that was it. So, one, you gotta train with it. Two, you gotta match the optical capabilities with what you want it to be. And you can't really get a rifle that does it all. You can't have a sick, streamlined, lightweight rifle that can punch paper and steel out to 700 yards. You have to enhance the optical capabilities to consistently be able to do that. So that's kind of what I was getting at with this video is high quality rifle can obviously shoot there. Maybe the two operators are lacking a little bit, but we definitely need to cater the optic to what we're working with. And maybe this is outside the operational capabilities of this rifle, because maybe this rifle needs to be this way for some other purpose. AR-15s are cheap. Go get a bunch of them and set them up for application-specific situations, right? Different configurations, different strokes for different folks, different rifles for different jobs. So along those same lines, this gun has absolutely no business on this 400-yard range. This is a 10.5-inch short barreled rifle. It's basically Midwest Industries and Deadfoot Arms. And I have no hope of hitting the target out there at 400 yards with this thing because this gun is not set up for that kind of work.
You're right at the bottom of the stake. Low right. Hit.
Well, yeah, so I totally made a liar out of myself, but broken clock's right twice a day, right? Really, this gun is designed for like hallway gun. Okay, so like this thing's applications, as far as having a short barrel, are designed to turn corners quickly, be able to be short enough to mount a can on the end of it and not make an excessively long gun, that sort of stuff, weight mitigation, all that sort of stuff. Not really designed to smack targets at that distance, and I would even argue that this rifle hitting stuff at that distance is probably ineffective. And I'm not sure what the sound signature sounds like on the camera versus what we were doing with the real rifle a second ago, but I would guess that the sound signature is going to be lower because I can tell you that it's lower. You may not even be able to pick it up because the bullet has so much less energy when it's down there. So being able to hit it and being effective on target's another two separate issues as well. So again, you would want, I think the general consensus is the ideal barrel length as far as like tactical capabilities and velocity are concerned, where those two intersect on a 5.56 gun is about 18 inches, but we say chop it down to 16 for legal length type situations. You still get decent velocity out of 14.5 barrels, but once you start cutting it back farther than 14.5, then you start to deplete some energy and you start to compromise those kind of capabilities.